This week, a Laughlin fam is complete. The Masters inspiration, scalp mogging, playing games, a magical secret hallway. It's a great episode. Rex of the week, Lone Star bummer moments of the week. We got it all here. Enjoy.
The NBA playoffs are here, and there's no better place for basketball gear than our partner, Homage.com. We're talking Victor Wemby soft tees, Joker hoodies, Jalen Green shirts. Green and Devin Booker are going to lead the Suns to the promised land. You heard it here first. All that gear is available at Homage.com. Be sure to click the link in our show notes to help support your favorite podcast, One Star Recruits.
Yo, aloha. Welcome to the One Star Recruits podcast. We're back. A week off. We're back. Checking in at 192. Feeling really good. Tax day. Tax season. Get your taxes in if you haven't done it. Taxes really do suck. Rip, you got help with your taxes? You do them by yourself? You have a tax person?
I did it myself, like a decade running. Shout out to taxactonline.com. I think I started on April 3rd. I was done by the 5th, DK. I delayed it a little bit, but I got it done in time.
Got them in. I'm getting mine in. I need to figure out, I wonder if a hybrid, I have a RAV4 we discussed in episodes past. RAV4 guy. We love it. It's been a great car, by the way. Bought it in Oregon when we moved here. No sales tax in Oregon. Got a great deal on a used 2024 RAV4. But I wonder, Rip, if I get a little deduct in tax from a hybrid car. What do you think? What are my chances? Tax talk. A little tax talk to start the One-Star Recruits.
Sig in Monrovia would be your guy. Loyal listener Sig in Monrovia would be your guy or Google, actually. Just Google it, man.
Pop it into Gemini. Yeah, let me know. I have a couple still outstanding questions that I need to. That's the thing. I need to have a tax person where I can just go have a conversation with, and they can ask me some questions just to kick in some things that happen throughout the year. It's not of our nature to be with it the whole year and remember everything, Rip. I think my father's generation, they took notes, maybe balanced their checkbook, sat down and wrote stuff or remembered. I literally would have to scroll my picture book to try to remember everything. I need to have a human helping me, just walking me through it a little bit more. It's a missing link in my tax game. I'm gonna get that next year. I need to find a walk-in person to talk to. Hybrid cars, Sig, let me know. I know for electric cars you get a deduction. I got the kid now, so I'll get the deduction for the kid. But nevertheless, tax up. Paying for all this good stuff here. Paying for all my London fogs that I've been having, but they're Portland style. Dude, Rip, I'm off of lattes. Remember when I told you I was trying to do a latte a day? Keep the doctor away? Fucked my stomach up, man. It's just too heavy of a drink to do daily and a little bit too sweet. I got to do just like a cappuccino, like a Euro, or a flat white, like an Australian. I switched over to tea, though. You ever had a London fog before? Tea? Does that ring a bell to your bald ass? You probably have no idea what that means.
No, and I mean, our listeners are one stars, DK. I think you have to speak to the audience more. No one's ordering lattes that listens to the show. I think we just need to move on.
I think lattes are hot. What do people get when they go to coffee shops nowadays? What's your order? What's your go-to order?
I mean, our listeners are more of a 7-Eleven black coffee, in and out, 99 cents. We're one stars, man.
Everybody's going to the Bucks now, getting some sort of drink. If it's not like a 2-pump, raspberry limonada, little refresher, or something with soy milk or some oat milk. Everybody's got a little something. Everybody's got a little twist now. It's become a thing. You have to have your thing. Shout out to vanilla lattes with oat milk. That used to be my thing. Now I'm onto this Portland fog drink. It's good. I mean, it's basically Earl Grey tea with steamed. I get almond milk now, which sucks though. It's just not as good. It's the worst of the milks, but it doesn't mess my stomach up as much. And some vanilla syrup. That's a London fog. This one, they add a little lavender to it. So I've been switching it up there, but this is my life now. I'm thinking about my hybrid vehicle and the tax implications and realizing that I can't do my progressive life my life tasting of the mini lattes that PDX has to offer. I was going to start a little show, maybe invite Danny Advila to come out and do latte tasting with me throughout the city if it was going to come together. My stomach wasn't is not standing for that shit. So I'm onto my Portland Fog tea latte with almond milk, the worst of the worst, man. Mild IBS. Bro, oh, first, how are you, Rip? Bad introduction. Didn't get to. We haven't seen you in 2 weeks. How you feeling? Healthy, wealthy, and wise?
Yeah, I have a question. Are we a are we a bi-weekly podcast now? And B, does bi-weekly mean twice a week or every 2 weeks?
But LB, we're the B's right now. LB's buys. Well, I think we'll try to go weekly. We'll try. I want to try. I get it now. When you don't have the younger little super little kids, you hear all this stuff and you're like, oh, come on, they can't find the time or the energy or the space. I get all of it. I'm not going to talk about it because it's just completely boring, but I understand, Rip. So once a week, I know you always want guests. I'm more or less of a guest guy this stage in our podcasting career. We're 500 roughly plus maybe podcasts since 2019. It's been a long time running, and I think I like the family episodes. I appreciate guests. I like getting some inside conversations with some up and coming 5-star humans. Always good stuff. I like talking to you though, catching up. We got to catch up on Laughlin. Earmark the Adidas secret store that I found. Remind me to mention it. I think it's my key to coolness when people come to visit me. I was missing that a little bit. I was thinking, fuck, I have so many things I can take people to go get a latte. We talked about it. I gotta, I can, we can go down here and look at this beautiful view of Mount Hood and this park, and I can cruise over here. And we can get a really good breakfast burrito, but none of that had a oh shit factor. I think I found it with this store, possibly, but we'll come back to it. Everybody wants to know how the scouting trip to Laughlin was with the 20th annual crew. I didn't get any pictures. I didn't get any obnoxious text messages. All bad signs. The sign that the trip's gone sour early. Maybe comedian Adam Land was having stomach problems. Couldn't take his annual shit picture. I was sure I'd get at least one circular style poo photo coming my way with a joke. How was it?
It was an off the charts trip, and to be frank, the reason you get any pictures is because it was terrible. It was a terrible start to the trip, but then I ended up having a fourth quarter comeback, like Frank Reich down 30 in the
Well,
fourth
walk us
quarter.
through it. Talk about the first quarter. What happened in the first quarter?
So first night we go to our old mainstay Bikini Bay to get a bacon cheeseburger and a bucket of beers, and we walk all the way across the street, about 15-minute walk from our hotel. We get to Bikini Bay, the lights are all on, we're fired up, and then the door's locked, and there's a handwritten sign on the door. Whenever there's a handwritten sign, it's always bad news. So the handwritten sign says something to the tune of "We are closed for maintenance. Apologies for the inconvenience." This is a Thursday night in Laughlin, so they're probably losing out on
And
thousands of
listeners, this is
dollars.
the annual. This is the first stop always, no matter what. This is the first stop. I assume you're with our guy Gary from Arizona and comedian Adam Land at this point, who also their favorite part of the trip is night one at Bikini Bay.
Yeah, Bikini Bay legends, as regulars as you can get for only going twice a year. You know that everybody knows your name, that sort
Why
of
were they
thing.
closed? It was just random closing. It wasn't. It wasn't because of rodents, perhaps, or going under.
It was probably all of the above. So, but here's the catch: so the handwritten note said "closed for maintenance." I'll fast forward. We would get back Sunday night from Laughlin, and I follow the group Laughlin Buzz on Facebook. Rec of the week. Everybody check it out. Laughlin Buzz for all things happening in Laughlin. I see a post immediately upon my return that Bikini Bay owes $156,000 to their landlord, DK, in back rent. They're $156,000 in the hole in back rent. It's the biggest story to hit Laughlin probably in 10 years since COVID. And Bikini Bay has been, I don't want to call it permanently, dare I say permanently, but it might never come back. It might be gone.
It's gone. It's gone.
We might need to start a GoFundMe to raise 156K for our friends at Bikini Bay.
I mean, it's literally your guys' theory, but your hearts were broken. So what was Plan B? Where'd you end up?
So I found an old friend from about 25 years ago named Bingo, Bingo. 7 sessions of bingo a day at the Riverside Hotel, DK. 7 sessions a day.
What's
I
that mean? How
attended
much time does that equal? I don't even know what that means.
each session is about an hour and a half. There's, a group of about
Oh my
100
God.
a group of about 100 people, 70 and over get together. Myself, comedian Adam Lamb, and Gary roll in, youngest people by 20 years. First game in, first session of the day. Adam Lamb wins, I believe, $180.
Wow.
$30 entry fee. He wins 180, so
What do
$150
you hit? A
profit.
diagonal, an up and down, or a side to side?
It might have been a coverall or a crazy L's of some sort. I can't remember which one he won,
Hot
but
start. And they serve booze throughout this like normal casinos.
two free drinks at bingo. So you're ready to roll with your rum and cokes or your
Let's
Coronas.
go. Did you get the blue hairs on your side? If were they rooting for you or were they pissed off the youngsters came in and started hot?
Oh, you feel desired. Everyone wants a piece of you because you can actually have a conversation and you're not on a breathing machine or some other apparatus. So, yeah, you're like celebrities. You're 50
180
years
bucks.
old, but you're a celebrity.
Yeah, it's a way to, and how about t-shirts? Because I know comedian Adam Lamb likes to print up his personalized t-shirts for this trip. Were t-shirts being worn yet for the bingo night?
We have so many at this point that we just reused other ones. So I think I had the Common Carp shirt on, and
Classic.
yeah. So we had some old theme shirts, but so we Adam did so well at that we decided to go back later that night for another bingo session. This bingo session, Gary from Mesa wins 4 games. DK, he won $360 on a $30 entry at bingo. It was the end of the night. He cleaned house. It was amazing. I believe he was probably the only one of us that was up for the trip that actually won money gambling, and it was all thanks to bingo.
Amazing. No, I never played bingo. I would be down though. That's some one star shit right there. There's the penny machines and then there's bingo. And bingo's right in there. An hour and a half for 30 bucks. Come on.
Well, so here's the grand finale. So that was all on night one. We have night two left. In between all this, I'm losing money at video poker. I'm losing my sports bets. I think I bet on the diamond.
How was the hotel room and the sleeping situation? You did two mid comedian Adam Land and Gary got a bed. You got a bed?
Yeah, we contemplated sleeping all three of us in one king, but I wasn't gonna let that fly. So we got two doubles, comedian Adam Lamb and Gary from Mesa in one bed, and me in the other by myself.
50-year-old men, just adorable. Okay, onward. Video poker, losing money.
I lost money at video poker. I lost money betting Suns at Hornets. It was in the middle of an incredible run by the Hornets. They blew
Yep.
the Suns out that night. Charlotte's going to be a force in the Eastern playoffs. Mark my words. But so I'm down going into day two. I'm down $350. I lose another couple hundred that day during the day. My last chance, DK, the 11 p.m. bingo session at the Riverside. 11 p.m. Everyone's tuckered out. They're ready for the drive home the next day. I said, I'm going to do it, guys. I texted Adam Lamb at 10 o'clock. I said, I'm going to bingo at 11. I said, be there, be square. Got zero response whatsoever.
Ghost.
I went to bingo by myself, DK. Last shot of the night.
1 star.
And it was the comeback of all comebacks. You're not going to believe it. Me and another 100 people in the room. I'm sitting by myself, superstitious. I sat in the same chairs that Gary and Adam won their money in. DK, I won a coverall. I won a crazy tease, and I won just a regular bingo. I won 3 games. One of them was a double pay. I won $550 at the 11 p.m. bingo session, DK. I
Let's
was
go.
back. I was back. It was incredible. I almost woke the guys. Actually, I did. I walked back in the room at about 2 a.m. by myself. They right away they popped up. They said, "How'd you do?" I said, "I won $550," and they went nuts. It was crazy. It was like walking into Amen Corner and sinking a birdie at the Masters. It was an unbelievable.
McElroy of the Riverside. Who would have thought? It's completely pure 1000% luck. right? Zero skill involved.
100% luck, but I think being younger than everyone else by 20 years helps you because maybe some of those 70-year-olds are slower on the reflexes and
Yeah,
slower to call
listening
bingo.
skills. I mean, I'm impressed that you had the wherewithal to sit through some sessions, dominate, and even think of that being an option to spend time in Dong Laughlin's lovely town. This is how we envisioned the town when he created it. And there you are, up 5 hundo, sipping on some drinks. Congratulations. Big hand clap. What were you wearing? Your Oregon Ducks hat and your Diamondback shirt? What was on body just for luck purposes and for the future?
That time I had my Little League World Series, kind of a contradiction in clothing. I had my Little League World Series supporting the kids, and then I had my Laughlin theme shirt that says blow me for luck" with a pair of dice on there. Got a lot of attention for that one, so that's probably going to be one of the mainstays. Just blow me for luck, and
So creepy. Y'all look like the creepiest ass motherfuckers walking around there doing that. But I'm excited that there's a it's just a bunch of 50-year-old men having fun. Okay? I can hear in your voice, Rip, how much fun you had. You love it. You guys love it. I almost feel embarrassed out there. I still get to get embarrassed. I shouldn't anymore because I want to get to who cares land of being like older in life and not caring. I still feel a bit of embarrassment, and I appreciate you guys going for it, living that life, doing a single room. I mean, what was the best meal you had there? Go ahead, give a shout out to the number one top Laughlin meal. It was probably fucking eggs. Go ahead.
you'll be surprised by this, but it was actually Outback Steakhouse. It's two years in a row we've gone to Outback. I got a nice
See,
steak soaked in butter with some home style mashed potatoes and just an Australian lager. It was heaven, man.
you have the
35
best
bucks.
time. This is the wreck, and the lesson of this whole thing. Rip, I love it that you do this, and those two homies too. I know them well, and it's so good. It is so healthy for the mind to go hang out with your friends and do something fun that you like doing. Some people golf. Some people go to exotic islands and scuba dive. Some people play padel in Marbella, Spain, and some people go to the Colorado River and sip on Red Bulls and fucking eat omelets at the Riverside Casino. Up 500. Let's go, Rip.
I'll tell you what,
Congratulations.
it was such a successful trip that by the Monday we came back, the two main topics of conversation in our group chat were number one, how do we raise $156 to swoop in and buy Bikini Bay was number one. And number two was I'm calling Riverside today to try to book for Labor Day weekend. So I did that. I called the Riverside reservations to try to get rooms for Labor Day through our players card through the promotions department. Comedian Adam Lamb is a high roller. He gets free rooms there. They said, you're a little early. We're only working on our promotions for April right now. They said, call back in July.
Pure trash. You'll get it. You get the porno suite. Get the porn suite there at the Riverside. The best they have. Did you put any bets on golf? It was Masters weekend in Augusta, Rip. Any bets put down on golf?
No, actually, it was before Masters weekend while we were there. This is 2 weeks ago now. The only thing going on was the women's Final Four, and we actually we bet heavy on UConn in the game that Gino Ariama crashed out on Don Staley.
Oh yes,
We were
yes.
watching at the Outback Steakhouse,
God, you
just
guys are
praying for UConn to
losers.
come back. We said all we know is that UConn is a dynasty and they always win. Let's bet on UConn -6.5. They got beat by 20, DK.
What a bunch of losers until Rip brought it home last night. Big fucking player, man. Shout out to Coach Mac, Dave McGinnis. Rest in peace. He passed away today. But for Rip putting up $500, give me your best Dave McGinnis memory, Rip, while you're riding this high.
Oh man, just not a specific memory other than just being the coach of some of the better Cardinal teams in the last 30 years. Aside from the Super Bowl team, he had a couple years where he was, I want to say, 8-8 or a 9-7, which was amazing for the Cardinals. But yeah, one of the
Keep
more
it
successful
positive. He
coaches.
molded Anquan Bolden to what we witnessed. Okay, Coach Mac, R.I.P. just passed away. Rips just doing big stuff at the Riverside. We wish you luck. I'm 50-50 for the draft over Labor Day, Rip. I'm getting sold a little bit. I like the idea of bingo. I'm not gonna lie. I like bingo. It seems like a good way to spend time. in a casino to me now at this stage. I'm accepting it. I full on have accepted that.
I'll be honest. I was running out of steam for Laughlin. Haven't gone so many times in the past couple years, but bingo has rejuvenated me. I'm ready to go back next month if I have to.
He's back to back. So Rory McIlroy went back to back at the Masters. It was probably the biggest. So national championship happened. I don't know how much you want to talk about that, Rip. Do you like UConn? Do you feel bad for UConn? Do you care about Michigan? Do you care? That's my quick question about the NCAA finals. Other than let me at least say it on this podcast because shit, I can. It's my shit. I picked the Michigan Wolverines because of their height and their athletic and how athletic they are with the bigs, Johnson and the guy from Spain. So I picked them. So I just want that to be known to the world, to the universe. It's here. It's put on tape. Listen back 3 weeks ago. DK picked Michigan. So it's in there. But do you even care, Rip? I mean, it's becoming a less, the tournament's so great, it sometimes loses steam towards the end at this point in time. I think those first Thursday, Friday games are so hot and then it just shrivels. Maybe it's the amount of time in between. Kind of seems like they stretched it out, and that Monday game just seems so far away from when the tournament started, perhaps. Maybe it's just me and the West Coast bubble I sit in. I don't know. Did you feel a little bit, though? Did you feel this NCAA tournament was still super hot, or steam was starting to just get lost from it? The luster is kind of a little gone, just a bit.
I still love it, and I think it's a big difference when you're sitting at home working and kind of keep an eye on the scores and your bracket versus being in Vegas or hell, even in Laughlin. I'd love to be in Laughlin for that first weekend next year. I still love the tournament. The most interesting fact I think about those two big guys that I read a couple of days ago. Shout out to Dusty May and his staff. Those guys, Mara from Spain and Johnson, the other big guy, they were bench warmers for their teams last year until they transferred over. So those guys found whatever was special was in those two and brought them over to transfer to Michigan. Probably paid them, a few $100,000, few $1,000,000, and they ended up winning the title for him. So I think it's something that not a lot of other coaches saw in those two guys, and it paid off in the end.
The May effect. He's a student manager. So student managers, man, sleepy head coaches. Get your start at that student managing space. Yeah, so Michigan won that. And then golf-wise, Rory McIlroy went back-to-back. So we got a back-to-back situation. A couple guys have done it, Rip. Tiger Woods, obviously. Nick Faldo and Jack Nicklaus did it back in the 60s. So this is kind of rare for them people to go back-to-back at the Masters. It was good. I watched it. The Masters always gives me inspiration to want to go play golf. Just everything about it. The texture of the course, how it looks, how they shoot it, how the camera angles work, how the music inlays with the announcing, all of it just makes me want to get back out and golf. And so I really give it to the marketing department of the Masters for giving me these feelings. I'm ready to get back out there. And it was fairly competitive to the point where by hole 15, though, Rory was going to hold on to it. Money-wise, though, just I know you like talking big money, Rip. You're a big value guy, money-wise. Some of this stuff is shocking. Some of it's not as shocking anymore because of what these college guys are getting paid. And to be honest, these NBA contracts and now WNBA contracts, congratulations, W. Ladies are going to start getting paid. Took a minute. But as far as Rory's concerned, he took home, what do you think for winning the Masters, Rip? Take a guess.
Man, that's got to be $7 million right there.
4.5 winner's check coming out of there. So that puts him at 115 million career earnings. It's about 6 million behind Tiger Woods for the number one all-time spot. He's got more money coming in. He's got other stuff going on, TGL and some other dominance and all kinds of sponsorships, but big money there. The next big winner, Scotty Scheffler. Also, Rip, if you just show up to the Masters, if you come and you're one of the 37 players who missed the cut completely, you still walk away with 25,000, which is pretty chill. What would you do if I gave you a check for 25,000? What's your next buy?
Down payment on Bikini Bay. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, you're going right back to Bikini Bay right now. Thought you buy a pitching machine or something for your side yard. What's the update on your side yard, Rip? Is it collecting dog shit? Has it been reinforced as an active play area again? Have you reclaimed it for a garage for your cars like a man?
We've had enough kids hitting in the batting cage in the last 3 months that sponsorship you proposed a couple years ago
Wait.
might be worth
Baseball's
talking
back.
about.
Baseball's back.
Oh yeah, baseball's been back, baby. It's spring. Boys of summer, boys of spring.
That's all it took. They came back. They came back to the cage. You thought it was done. You were ready to almost retire the cage.
Yeah, we're back. When we're in season, I think that's the key. You got to be into the game to want to practice.
What are you seeing so far in the Little League? We have any superstars? Are we thinking we have a chance to get a championship here? Or are you dealing with some bad news bears?
We're on the right track, DK. We're one of those teams that are going to have to outscore a lot of teams because our defense isn't great, but we can put runs on the board. We score at least 10 a game, and we got some heavy hitters. So 5-2-1 right now at the halfway
Nobody
point.
trusts you as a head coach. Give your kid scouting report real fast, the back of his card, and we want honesty from you, not dad stuff. Give us the scouting report on your kid. People don't believe that you're a sincere, honest coach.
On my son?
Yeah.
I'd say young and inexperienced, but he's a gamer.
Honest.
He's got a game face, and when it's on, he's on. He can pitch, he can hit a little bit, and he knows the fundamentals of the game. So I think he's got potential.
What do we want to see this year? We want to see a 5 strikeout game. Is that a lot to ask for? Is that a big goal?
I think just the biggest step for the young kids like him are just being able to hit off other kids versus hitting off a machine. Because the big step up, and there's always a fear of, am I going to get hit by the ball?
With the ball? Yeah, the worst.
So being able to hit off other kids in year one is huge, and then you got year 2 coming next year. That's when it all pays off, when the hard work pays off.
The key is getting a couple good hits before you get hit. You got to feel the energy of a couple good hits before you get hit. If you get hit first, tougher to get back into the groove. It's like hitting a really good drive in golf. You got to hit about 3 or 4 good drives, or you don't ever want to play golf again. You're right, Rip. You're right. This is the stage when these pitchers be getting wild. You got to keep them in control over there, coach. Keep your nervous system down. What did you decide about for your run back celebration? The listeners want to know. What was the final verdict that you've been doing when you come back from the coaches meeting to your huddle?
I came up with this crazy thing where I just ask them like 3 or 4 questions, and they all have the same answer. We get in the huddle. I ask them 3 or 4 questions, but they all have the same answer. So I think last week I said, last game I said, what number is Shohei Ohtani? They go, 17. I go, how many times a day does the average human smile? 17. How many muscles does it take in your body to laugh? 17. Then I go, how many runs are we going to score tonight? And they go, 17. And it gets them fired up. So
okay,
I've been rolling with that. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of came up with it, and we'll see how it
good.
goes.
I was thinking like underage jokes. I was thinking I could be a comedian and come in there, but I just because that's creative, bro. Good one. And that's easily repeatable because you could pick a number. You could even just throw that into AI and say, just give me 3 facts about floor or whatever. Brett Favre. Did Brett Favre, what number paid for his daughter's volleyball school to be remodeled and not get taxed for it? And they say, Brett Favre, number 4. That might be
How many inches is Brett Favre's dong? 4.
Yeah, it's going to be, that's a good one. Okay. I'm glad something came to you. Did you come up with that, or was that freestyle? Is that something you're going to go with continuously, a number?
I came up with it on my own, and I think I've done it 3 games now. And the coaches seem a little confused, but they seem to be. I do it right before the game starts to get them a little fired up. And,
listeners, give Rip a number and or a number in the first question if you got one out there, a number that means something to you.
Give me some fun facts about the number 10.
10, all kinds of soccer players. Number 10 up in there. 18, it's my favorite number. That's what I'd ask. I'd say, who did Marco Bellinelli? What jersey number did Marco Bellinelli wear? And then they would all just say 18 enthusiastically because everybody knows that information. Who's winning the NBA championship, Rip? Before, just mom, here you go, and people can ponder. The Thunder are going to play to be determined from the play-in game. So that's either going to be the two cities that I'm in and I'm close to, and I know both teams. The Suns or the Blazers. Great playing, by the way. We're not talking about it that much on this podcast because it's Monday night. The game's tomorrow night, and the pod comes out on Wednesday, so that'll just screw everything up. But I love this play-in matchup, Rip. This is just a fun basketball game. Two teams that are similar, that are gonna go hard, that don't have big expectations. They're gonna run into the Spurs and Wemby no matter what and get fucking walloped. But it's fun for Tuesday night. I'm fired up. Great matchup.
I like that the Suns are in the driver's seat with home court advantage in this play-in game, and if they win, they're automatically the seventh seed. But I gotta dispute: are they going to get trumped by Wemby, or do the Suns have a chance to beat the Spurs? I don't know. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it open. I'm not. I don't think the Spurs are good enough yet. They haven't proven anything in the playoffs yet to say they're automatically going to kill the Suns. I think the Suns have a fighting shot in that series.
Homer. You're gonna get through the Blazers, man. Blazers are playing very, very good basketball. I mentioned Big Denny Avangila. How do you say his last name? Avila. Come on, Rip. That was a test. Doing my latte challenge. People have been commenting on my mustache, and my mustache looks like I was just sipping on a latte. It's kind of a joke going around the internet right now. So back off with that one. This is a full-grown man mustache right here. I like the Blazers to win this game. Scoot Henderson, calling on Scoot Henderson. The NBA's forgot about him. The world's forgot about him. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in this game to be a defensive presence and get a couple big steals and also hit some timely big shots. Save the tape on that one. I like the Blazers to beat the Suns, actually, Rip. And this is all in the name of just getting out of this season for the Suns and starting fresh. No more injuries. I don't want a Jason Tatum situation to happen to Booker or anything. Wemby's a problem. They're not going to get through him. You're crazy. The Nuggets and the Timberwolves, great matchup. Heavyweight matchup in the first round. Can't fucking wait. Denver's playing better than ever, especially getting healthy, getting everybody back, getting Aaron Gordon in particular back, who just makes that whole thing flow on offense so much better. But I'm going to be plugged into this one. This is a wonderful playoff action. God, I love the NBA playoffs. And then we have the Lakers and the Rockets. We'll see what's going on with Luka and his hamstring. That's going to be the outstanding thing. So that's Western. Eastern side, real quick. We have Pistons are locked in. They'll be waiting on, let's see, who's that? 76ers and the Magic. What crap ass teams, Rip. Joel Embiid's out. The Magic are toast. So definitely Pistons. I like the Pistons. I like the Hawks, Rip, to maybe beat the Knicks. That might be my surprise out of the East. If there's anything that's going that way, is that the Knicks have bad body language and they play hard in spurts, but it just seems like a car that's out of control. And I think the up and comingness energy and the go get himness with Kuminga. Keep an eye open on Jonathan. If Kuminga could do the 20-point plus thing with high energy, they could surprise the Knicks. So that would be my circle surprise there. Cavaliers and the Raptors. So for me, I would love to see the Pistons take on the Spurs. That would be a wonderful finals for me. I think it's going to be the Thunder versus the Celtics. The Celtics have been looking very strong, getting Jason Tatum back and being healthy and just being a pretty developed team with a developed bench. So that's my pick, Rip. And I think the winner will be Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs when the first of many championships to come. Who do you got?
I mean, it's hard not to pick the Thunder, right? They won it last year in pretty dominant fashion. They're healthy. I see them repeating. I mean, it's always hard not to pick the favorite in the NBA. So I got to go Thunder, and then I'm going to go against the Celtics and go with the Pistons because Pistons been getting a little better every year the past couple of years. They have a real team, kind of like those old Detroit teams with Rip Hamilton and Ben Wallace. Feels like a little bit like that. Not a true superstar. So I'm going Pistons, Thunder in 6.
All right, Rip. I like it. You put it out in the universe. Pistons are just a little bit. They're about 2 years young for what you're talking about, but they're coming. It's coming, but they need to get beat up a little bit more.
By the way, all this talk about the NBA, one thing from Laughlin I forgot. So I kept telling you on the pod the week before, the main event was the Suns Hornets on a Thursday night was our main event in Laughlin. That was one of the only things going on a Thursday night. It was in Charlotte. It was an early start. So we got there. First thing we did was put $100 bet on the Suns, like yada yada yada. So next thing we do is okay, we're gonna go watch the game, right? You'll figure, okay, there's sports books. They have sports books. They're poor man sports books, but they're sports books with like 50 TVs. So we go to the Riverside Sportsbook. They literally have 50 TVs. Half of them are on horse racing, half of them on bowling. They do not have NBA ticket, DK. Not only that, strike
Wow.
one. Strike two, there's only one place in Laughlin. Laughlin has 8 casinos. There's only one place with NBA ticket. It's called the Pioneer Hotel. We go to the Pioneer Hotel. We walk 20 minutes to the Pioneer Hotel to watch the damn Suns Hornets game. We get there. The sports book is closed. The sports book is actually closed on a Thursday at 5 p.m., but the TVs are on. I do some sleuth old school street move. I find the direct TV remote behind the sportsbook counter. I grab it, and it's the only place in town with the NBA ticket. So we find the Suns Hornet game and we watch the second half of the Suns Hornets game in the Pioneer because we changed the channel ourselves, DK.
It was probably what cursed them. Probably the run started. LaMelo Ball started hitting those step back threes the second you activated that. Con Knipple made a behind the back pass. Started up a fucking damn drive. That place is so, I can't believe fentanyl hasn't taken that place over yet and the zombies haven't just that's the movie. Zombies just take it over and suck it all up. And there's Rip and his crew trying to look for fucking Con Knipple matching up against Mark Williams.
I don't think the 70-year-olds are doing fentanyl. I think it's outside the core demographic for
What's the
fentanyl.
atmosphere going to be like at the Intuit Dome? Are they doing fentanyl there? Are they doing fentanyl on the wall for this playoff game? First ever playoff game. What's LA talking about? Are there any expectations for the Clippers to lose their mind here? They're playing the Warriors. Nobody cares about this game either.
Yeah, I think nobody cares. It's a playing game, and the Clippers are just like, they're average. I don't think anyone expects them to get A, past the playing game, and B, definitely not past the first round. So not too much excitement. Maybe Steve Ballmer will be excited, but that's about it.
Tickets still available. Intuit Dome. Go check it out, Rip. Get your kids out there. Get your kids on a Southwest flight. Take them out to Phoenix for a life changing experience. Rip playing game. Live a little bit. You need some stories for 1 star moments of the week. Get them out there. Dad of the year. 1 star moment. We all have them. We talk about them. 1 stars. I'll start, Rip, if you don't mind. I have two 1 star moments, and they're my own personal adult 45-year-old meltdowns that I had, and both were my fault. Both are my fault and my mess ups. First thing on my 1 star moment is the Nuna stroller, the stroller that we have, which is a great stroller. You can turn it around, you can front face, you can back face, you can do all kinds of ups and downs. But when you front face the kid, DK Jr. on the Nuna, he has this really cool arm bar. It's this leather arm bar where he can kick his feet up or put his arms on, eat snackies, kick back with his little water thing, whatever, on this arm bar. And I've been cruising him around front facing with no arm bar, but I saw another kid out in the streets, same stroller, different color, chilling on the arm bar, feet up, kicking it. And I was like, damn, DK Jr. would love to do that. So I came back to the house, tried to find my arm extension to the stroller, couldn't find it, lost my shit, completely lost my shit. Blame the movers, blame the aunties, the grandmas, the grandpas. I told Kimmy, look for replacements on the internet. There's no way I'm pushing DK Jr. around without an arm bar so he can put his legs up and chill like the rest of the kids in the neighborhood. So I went to bed that night, and this I swear to God, bro, went to bed that night. Told Kimmy she did not pull the trigger. She's like, let me just go back to the store and see if it could have got lost in the thing or whatever. She comes down the next morning, right at the door in this magical hallway, right where we leave the stroller. The extension was sitting there. All right. I don't 1 star moment, lost my shit, went to sleep wishing upon a star, woke up the next morning, it miraculously showed up. Okay. Similarly, I had a meltdown just recently, a couple days ago. We've been waking up to a clogged toilet. first clogged toilet we woke up to. And what's happening here, Rip, is that we're going pee at night, but we don't want to wake up DK Jr. or make any more additional sounds. So you let the pee sit. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down, right? So you let it sit so you don't do more things. But if you put toilet paper in these toilets, sometimes it dries out, sucks all the water out, sucks all the suction out of the toilet bowl and clogs up the toilet. So I wake up in the morning on this toilet. I go to flush it down, and it rises. I get the rise of death. So the pee and poo water, this case pee water, starts rising up. You know, at first I was dealing with just like toilet paper flakes and a little speckles. Now it's fucking rising up, and who knows? Luckily, in this situation, I come back 15 minutes later, give it a flush, and it goes down. It cleared out on itself. It was fine, but I didn't have a plunger in the house. Is my point of all this. I was looking for a plunger. There's no plunger. Where's the plunger? Where's the plunger? I look in all the bathrooms. I look in the closets. I look in the garage. I'm looking everywhere. I look fucking everywhere. I swear to God. Yesterday, it was me. I went did a morning pee and a morning deuce. Yes, this was me. And I must have been rushing to the shower after that or something. I did not do a flush. I did it. I set myself up for disaster. And so it sat for a whole day, which is crazy. Until the next morning. I got up to take a shower again, use the bathroom. I go in. Same thing happened. The water is dissipated. It's just poo speckles, TP. And so I've tried to think, I'll do the same thing I did with the other toilet. I'll give it a flush. This time it rises and it's poo water. Then I push it again and it's poo water to the complete brim. Then I go downstairs and I lose my shit. I'm mad at Kimmy, who took a shit. She's like, it's me. I realized it was me. So that's crazy. Then I'm just pissed off. There's no plunger. I'm ready to go ask my neighbor for a plunger. I've never even heard of that before. Like a spoonful of sugar, but you're asking for a plunger. That's a crazy request to ask for somebody else's poo used plunger. That's just unbelievable. That's where my mind was. This is not a lie, Rip. I go downstairs to the bathroom corner closest to the magical hallway. I looked in this bathroom 6 fucking times over the last 4 days. I swear to God. There's a plunger in the corner. In the same corner that I looked in, I swear 4 times. There's a magical hallway in my house, and there's ghosts there. I swear all that stuff was not there before. I complained about it. I went to sleep. I thought about it. I lost my shit a little bit. I did my best not to blame others and take responsibility for myself. As soon as I did that, that's the key part. The items arrived back into my life. So I don't know how to explain that. 1-star moments, though. 2 1-star moments. Thanks to the magical hallway, we're solved.
It's a classic case of what they call pregnancy brain. I think you got it. You're still entitled to it. When your kid's younger than a year old, you've got pregnancy brain. There's probably a chicken quesadilla with no green sauce sitting in the back of your refrigerator that you forgot about. I think you should go check on that. But hey, everyone with a newborn toddler is entitled to some meltdowns. So no harm, no foul. I think as long as your
What should I
marriage is
ask for in the
intact, I think
closet?
you're
I'm going to try to look for something that I'm trying to just maybe I think things just show up there. I'll ask for some guests. Maybe we'll drop a couple ex NBA players on us. Spud Webb, or maybe we can get Justin Verlander on the podcast. Rip, I'm gonna ask the magical hallway for some guests for us.
I like it. My 1-star moment of the week. I talked so much about Laughlin DK. I didn't even get a chance to mention we had a glorious camping trip the past week here. Our kids were on spring break, so we took 3 nights over at Leo Carrillo State Beach in Malibu, California. Not sure if you ever heard of it, Malibu. Yeah, I think I've only worked like 3 out of the past 11 days, so it's been an amazing run here. But 1-star moment of the week. One thing that did happen on that camping trip. We have a little terrier who loves to run. She's about 8 years old, still very active. And I was trying to look at like the cool guy at the campground. So I was on my bike and I had her running alongside the bikes, taking her around, trying to tire her out so she would take a nap. And little did I know there were tons of squirrels at this campground. It's close to the beach, but squirrels everywhere. So I'm going about, I'd say maybe 10 miles an hour down the bike path, DK. She's on my left side. A squirrel jumps out of a bush on the right side. So she darts in front of the bike. It's either run her over or slam on the brakes. So I did the right thing. I slammed on the brakes. I went flying up in the front of the bike. Like I said, 10 miles an hour on a bike downhill. Not fun. I cut up my shaft of my penis, and my pelvis is
Whoa.
bruised.
Yikes.
And it could have been fatal, to be honest. I rammed into this front part, this metal part of the handlebars. It was not pretty. I had to take like 5 minutes and just gather myself. I'd actually, if anyone out on Pacific Coast Highway has security video of this crash, I'd like to see it, because I'm telling you, I was inches away from dying. At
You had to go
probably.
back to the campsite and explain to the family that you hurt the outside of your shaft.
I was limping the rest of the trip. No, I mean, it's something I could actually hide. I was limping a little bit, but I pulled it together. I was able to do a hike the next day. But there was about 5 minutes there where I was like, oh damn, I might have to call like my wife to come get me, or I was on my bike with the dog like a mile from the campsite, and there was definitely some uncertainty about whether I'd be able to make the ride back.
Damn, big. Yeah, squirrels, man. Them doggies love those squirrels. Helmet. You have no helmet.
I did
No
not have
cup,
a
no
helmet on. I
helmet.
had a helmet. My helmet was in my car. I didn't have it on.
What an
One star move.
asshole. What an asshole. Well, I'm glad you look at this, man. The Lord say your Holy Marys and your Mark Eatons right now, Rip, because you're having the best 2 weeks of your life. Up 5:30, and all you did was hurt the shaft of your knob on a headfirst fall up in Malibu at Eddie Carrillo State Park. Fucking that dude, Eddie Carrillo, loved Kevin Johnson. Wreck of the week, Rip. What do you got?
I'm gonna float right into a Amazon Prime show, DK. I think I talked about this a couple years ago. There's a show called Jury Duty, where everybody in the show was an actor except for one guy. I think his name was Ronald. He was called in to serve on a jury, and every single person was an actor except for him. They did a whole season of it, tricked the shit out of the guy. It was an amazing idea. It was an amazing show. I think it went about 8 episodes. And no one thought they could do it again because it became viral, a viral sensation. It was a really big hit. But it's back. It's called Jury Duty Presents Company Retreat. So it's a little different format this time. It's a fake company that goes on a company retreat at like a group campsite or whatever in cabins. And it's a little bit different, but it's the same concept where everybody's an actor except for one guy. They found the perfect guy. I'm about halfway through it. It's on Amazon Prime. I don't know if you've seen it, but if not, you got to check it out. It's funny. It's a little over the top, but you can see why the guy doesn't really catch on. So I haven't seen the end, but the climax is when they kind of spill the beans and say, "Hey, this is what the deal was. This is not real. This whole thing has been a false trickery on you." And so yeah, it's called Jury Duty Company Retreat. Check it out, Amazon Prime.
Rip knows. Fucking climax and all. I watched the Mark Norman stand up on Netflix
I
recently.
watched
It
that
was
too.
fucking good,
It was good.
hilarious, quick witted. That Mark Norman got the one liners on lockdown. Got it coming. What I don't have coming, literally, figuratively, the whole thing right now, low T. I'm on the truth of the matter is this is not an ad. This is like the saddest ad ever. If we cut this as an ad. The truth is I'm probably ripping the bottom of the third inning in male pattern balding. Go ahead, Adam Lamb, laugh it up. You've been waiting for years for this. About probably the third, maybe the fourth inning, to be honest with you. Might be ready to bring in my first reliever. And I'm doing everything I can to hang on. I've started to mature a little bit in my ways of at least saving some of these follicles that I could get. So on a rec from my sister, which I'm now wrecking to the world, is this scalp massager. I've been going 20 minutes with this Configure scalp massager. This is just to loosen up my scalp and my follicles to give my hair a chance to breathe at night before I go to sleep, Rip, because right now it's just fucking had it up, down, no breathing, no oiling. So what I'm noticing with this Configure scalp massage after using it for, and this is why I want it to be my rec, I'm seeing less dandruff and I'm seeing less hair come off. in the shower. I know you're bald. You shave it. You're bald everywhere. You're a bald man, like Charlie Villanueva. So you don't care about this. But lots of dudes out there, they're looking for ways that aren't like intense hair retrieval programs with expensive fucking lotions, potions, and motions. There's a couple of things. This was on Amazon, CONFIGR. Got to be careful at the last force. Anyway, Configure is the brand. 20 minutes a night. I think it helps. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I mean, the truth is, I'm going to be fully horseshoed by, I would guess, February 2028. Let's hope that there's a peptide by then I can just take. Just plug it in, take it with my smoothie in the morning, little peptide. But in the meantime, probably 2028, it's happening. So we'll see if this rec stays true, or if you're laughing in my face, Rip, a couple years from now, when I look like the Ron Burgundy's sports reporter. Okay, because I'm horseshoeing, man. It's coming.
I can see where you're going with this, but I want to dig into it a little bit because there's some dispute. If you Google does low T, why do you assume you have low T? Have you been tested on that? Because it doesn't necessarily cause hair loss. It might cause facial hair.
No, I was just making a joke because we were talking about coming, and I don't think I was talking about thinking if I had a good cum recently. So then I just tied that to low T. It was just a bad joke that failed. I haven't been tested. I probably have mid-level T, I would think. I'm probably a mid-T guy. What, you think you're high T?
No, I mean I'm 40. I'm a man. I mean, what can you take from that?
You got that full T going right now, man. Number one, throw it out there. Low T. That's what the kids will say.
I have as much T as Mike Leach.
You got as much T as fucking Mike Vrabel. Rips Reacts, hit the music. Fuck it. Speaking of Vrabel, so the Patriots just had their pre-draft presser. That's one tough one. Vrabel was a total no-show, so he's not showing up. His Diana Rossini is not really tweeting much or doing her normal stuff. You know, Mom, these two married people were caught up in Sedona, Arizona, home of LSD, the Red Rocks,
witchcraft,
the Talakipaki Pass, Oak Creek Brewery,
Slide Rock,
you know, and in a McDonald's. It's one of the most beautiful McDonald's. It's an Adobe shaped McDonald's. It will blow your mind. You can get some chicken nuggets in an Adobe there. And you can also watch a full-on affair, Mom, is my point going on there. So what's up, Rip? Is this what is it? What's my question? Is this a story? Is this fake? Is this are they too dumb not to be more careful? Or is it two people cheating on their partners, chilling? Or maybe is it just two friends holding each other like that? Go ahead, Rip. What's your reaction?
Nah, the only two friends that hold each other like that are comedian Adam Lamb and Gary from Mesa. It's two partners cheating on each other, clearly. Mike Vrabel, as a player, as a coach, he's always just looked like an ass. If you just look at him, he looks like an asshole. I could see him ruining his own marriage and somebody else's, taking someone else's down with him. Just bad stuff, man. Mike Vrabel.
Get it off the Red Rocks, man. Married man. Yeah, and Rossini. Now all these clips are coming up of her saying just kind of mean shit about her husband. It feels messy. It just feels messy and just sloppy. Like, be more careful, you idiots. Like, you damn idiots. It's 2026. Can't just be going out there getting your shaft scabbed off there at all. Got it. Then my Rips Reacts questions going to from a funny to a non-funny though. Letting you know, I saw the Dickie V update. So he's officially facing his 5th different cancer diagnosis, melanoma now at 86 years old. Is there a tougher human being, Rip, than Dickie V? He's working the whole damn tournament.
If there is, I've never met him. I mean, this guy, just the optimism that he has and the positivity, just got diagnosed with another case of melanoma. He's beat melanoma. He's beat lymphoma. He's beat vocal cord cancer. I think he said in the post he's 4 for 4. He's 86 years old, but he has all the faith in the world that he's going to go 5 for 5 in beating cancer. The guy's just amazing, a force of positivity. He was on what, DK, our third episode ever of One Star Recruits, graced us with his presence when we were nobody back then. We had 20 listeners, and he really elevated our pod and just elevates a lot of people. He's raised millions and millions of dollars for the Jimmy V Foundation. Just a great human, man. I'm praying that he goes 5 for 5.
If you like home runs and you like the New York Yankees, Aaron Judge hit a 456-foot bomb yesterday and tied out Paul Goldschmidt, former Diamondback, right, Rip? Paul Goldschmidt, Goldie?
Yes, sir.
So they're two teammates now. So, Rip, who do you think? They both have 373 career home runs right now. Who finishes the career with more?
Aaron Judge or Paul Goldschmidt? Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
Might be your one-star moment of the week, man. Goldschmidt barely plays. He's on the twilight of his career where Aaron Judge is still in his
Judge
prime.
right now. This is the curse. It's over, Judge.
It's not even going to be close. Aaron Judge.
Get out of here. It's over. It's all done. Number 1 draft pick in the WNBA draft, Azzi Fudd. How do I say it? Azzi or Azzi? She's pretty fine.
Elmer Fudd.
She went to the Dallas Wings. Wings has close tie to like a pad, though. I think it's a problematic name for future marketing in the future. It seems just very like a church league naming the Dallas Wings, but kind of cool. Back with UConn superstar Paige Buckners. We got him going there. You excited, Rip, about the W?
I'm excited they're getting paid more. I'm excited Angel Reese has a fresh start in Atlanta, and I'm excited. Breaking news, might be true or might not, but Portland is getting a WNBA team, DK. I'm excited.
Yeah, not breaking news. Fully announced for a couple years now. The W. Everybody's getting paid. Basketball is growing. Basketball 365. The best time of the year for the NBA basketball is kicking off. 40 games and 40 nights. You already know the NBA playoffs. The NBA regular season just is watered down, not enjoyable crap. The playoffs is so fun. So enjoy One Stars. We'll talk about it here. Hit up Rip with a number to throw out to those kids. It's a good one. I'm very proud of you. You usually are the most basic Betty coming up with something lame. But this one's kind of fun and it's usable over and over again. So I think this is pretty good if you just get creative. Serve him up, listeners. Keep him out of Laughlin. And let's live a little life this week, Rip. Have some good stories. Any appointments on the books? Any things that we can look forward to next week?
Go Suns.
Go Suns. Catch you later. One Stars.
See you next week.